you guys, it's Marky. Welcome back to my channel. So as most of you know, I was at the beach for the weekend from June 14th through the 16th, and I spent the time with my mom and my aunt, and it was a lot more than just a beach trip with the girls. The last time that the three of us went there together was when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and it was right before my grandma died 12 years ago. All of us packed up, we went to the beach, we stayed in a little cottage in Long Beach, Washington. It was perfect. So for this trip, me and my mom and my Aunt Ellen all stayed at the Elliott Hotel in Astoria. It was the coolest, creepiest old hotel I've ever stayed in before, and I'm definitely going to be going back. I met so many amazing people that you guys will see in my last video if you haven't already watched. It was the best time. So, of course, with a vacation, you have to go shopping. And this is actually my first shopping haul video, so I'm really excited to do this. I am not the type of person who can buy something and then just put it back, like put it away in the bag and leave it alone. I want to open it, I want to look at it, and I want to start going through all of it and see what it's about. But self-control was in place this weekend, and I didn't open anything. I saved it all for this video, so I just bought what I wanted, put it in a bag, forgot it was even there. So now that I'm back home and I'm able to open all the stuff with you guys, I'm stoked. I'm not going to go in order necessarily of where all I went, because I went to so many stores I can't really remember which ones I went to in what order. But the first store I went into was Molly Morgan in Seaside, Oregon. And if you guys watched my last video, you will see that the girls who worked there were so freaking nice. They were super helpful. They were amazing. I appreciate them so much, and they are really great. Go check out their Instagrams. I put the links down below and in my last video. So when I went to Molly Morgan, I spent about $50. And it was well worth it. I'm just going to say that. So one thing I bought, and this was actually the last thing I got because I was going to be done in the store. I had spent my money. I got my jewelry. I was done. And my mom pointed this out. And she was like, oh, that is such a great deal. You have to get it. So I got this amazing astrology tapestry that I'm probably going to be using for backgrounds in some of my tarot videos and astrology videos. And I only paid $39. And as some of you know, in Oregon, there is absolutely no tax. So this was $39, and I hope you can see that. But this is so cool. It's really, from what I can tell, thick material. We're going to find out. Like I said, I haven't opened any of this yet. So here's the little info card. And it says, this unique item is carefully handmade of the finest materials. It can be used for many purposes, including a bedspread, wall, or ceiling decoration, beach blanket throw, table cover. I personally, like I said, want to use it as a backdrop for some of my videos, and it'll probably be hung in my living room because I do a lot of them in there. I'm actually in my kids' bedroom for this one. This is so big that I don't even think I can unfold it to show you guys the whole thing, so I'm just going to unfold it a little bit. But the material is like really thick. It's actually way better quality than I thought. I was really hesitant to pay $39 because I go thrift shopping and find tapestries for like $5. But this was money well spent, and I'm not going to regret getting that. The next thing I bought from Molly Morgan is I got 2 rings, and one is this labradorite. I hope you can see that. It's really shiny. It's got mostly blue and a hint of green. And then when you look super carefully to the very left of it, you can just see this tiny little like sparkle of a rainbow. So it's really cool. It's gorgeous. I only paid $12.95, and like I said, Oregon, no tax. And then for $8.95, I got this. I wanted to get the pentacle ring for a really long time. I mean, it really is a huge, like, you know, symbol of what I practice. So I was stoked to get that. And like I said, great deal. These are like high quality rings. They are not copper. They don't turn my finger green. I can wear them all day. They are my new favorites for sure. Then next after Molly Morgan, and I'm really bummed because the bag ripped because it was so heavy from what I bought. Oops. But I went to Godfather's Books in Astoria, and again, the girl working there was super duper nice. I did not take a video in there because There were a couple local homeless guys in there, and they were talking really loud. And I could already tell that they were uncomfortable with tourists being in there, because you could tell that's where they hung out on the daily. So the last thing I was going to do was pull out my camera and start videotaping and have one of them get mad and start getting angry and saying I'm videotaping them. So just to avoid that entire situation that could have happened, I got not only the before tarot deck, but I got the after tarot deck. I've been wanting these for months because my friend Kyla Holdale, I'll put in a link for her Instagram down below, she brought these over to my house with the rest of her decks, and these two I immediately was like, no way. Like, I thought it was just the one Rider-Waite and then that was it, but these are amazing. And I paid $31.95. Again, I was in Oregon, so no tax. And the Before Tarot says, take a step to the past, looking at the arcana you know with different eyes. The Before Tarot is the mirror to the After Tarot. All the traditional arcana had been seen through a different light, no more as mere snapshots of a present moment, but as living archetypes connected to the flow of time. Only in this way can they tell us their complete story. And there's more on there. I'm not going to go super into it. And I am actually not opening these for this video. I am going to do a separate unboxing video and review for these cards, because I feel like I could probably spend at least 20 minutes, if not longer, going on about these and with the opening process. So we're not going to do that right now. But the After Tarot, and I noticed that this one is more similar to the traditional Rider-Waite style. And this is like a more modern, detailed, like, I don't want to say it's like anime, it's not anime style. I don't know how to describe it. You guys will see it in the unboxing video, but this one is more tried and true to the like original Rider-Waite or I can't talk today. I am so tired from that vacation. I walked, I can't tell you how many miles. We walked everywhere. So, the After Tarot says, what will happen to the arcana you know, one moment in the future. Most of us are familiar with tarot card images. They've become part of our collective wisdom, snapshots in time frozen in place, permanent and unchanging. But the river of time is constantly flowing. And the tarot cards we're used to seeing don't tell the whole story. The fool doesn't stand on the cliff forever. Then, again, that's not what the whole back says. I'm not going to go into it too much before, like, I'm going to do the unboxing video, so. But these, like I said, I paid $31.95, so I spent about $64, we'll say, at the Godfather's bookstore. Well worth it. They have every deck under the sun. They had ones I'd never seen before, and they were all for really good prices. I didn't see, like, this was one of the more expensive ones, but because they come in these super nice boxes, I don't know if they have books. It doesn't say on the box, so we're gonna find out. But yes, well worth it. So I spent $64 there, $50 at Molly Morgan, so that's about $105 already. I want to say I spent around like $300 on the whole trip. Don't quote me on that, because I could be wrong. But one of the next things I got was from the Sunday Astoria market. I almost said Saturday market because that's what I'm used to. But I walked through that entire market. It was huge. It took up like four blocks at least. A lot of cool vendors. Not gonna lie, some of them were extremely pushy. Like, I mean, some of them were polite about it. Like, you could tell that they were really just trying to make a sale, and I feel for them as someone who's an entrepreneur when it comes to photography and art. Like, I totally understand, but you gotta think about how would you like to be approached in a sale. Like, do you want someone to be genuine and honest and just be like, hey, you know what? If it's for you, it is. And if it's not, it's not. But enjoy looking at it, and I hope you have had a good day. Not, you know, come on. Oh, you need this. I don't like that. And this vendor really stuck out to me because she was so nice, and she was really, really genuine, and she wasn't pushy. She wasn't trying to make us buy anything else. And her stuff is really good quality. She's Tara, I'm hoping I say it right, Tara Cloyda White. And she is taracloida@gmail.com. That's spelled TARAKLOIDA@gmail.com, and I will put her links to her Etsy and Facebook down below. Like I said, she was so polite, she was super genuine, and I really liked that she was genuinely a spiritual person and she knew what she was talking about. And when you asked her something, like, if you saw, because she makes these amazing handmade pendants that I'm about to show you, and some of them were runes, and my aunt and mom are not familiar with runes whatsoever, but they really were drawn to these certain pendants as well as me, and it sure enough, these ones like fit us to a T, and we all ended up buying them, and we really liked her just energy all the way around, because she was such a really cool person. And she wasn't full of shit. She knew what she was talking about. Like, if my aunt or my mom were like, oh, this one doesn't have, like, this, what does this one mean? And they already saw the meaning on the back. She knew exactly what she was talking about. And she was really informative. I got this symbolic pendant of the moon goddess. And it's for fertility, water, and life. And I am a person who is really focused on just enjoying life and living in the moment. And what comes around goes around, and you just have to go with the flow of things, and if you put good out there, it'll come to you. I really believe in karma, and life is extremely important to me. The fertility, you know, I've had 2 children, and they are my life, so I think that is really, really cool. And I am my element is fire, so I feel like the water will balance me out really, really well, because I need balance in my life right now. So this pendant, they were $15 each, or if you bought more than one, it made them basically $10 a piece. So I got this one. My mom got a mermaid one, I want to believe. It was kind of like an Art Nouveau style. I can't remember the meaning of it. Sorry. And then my aunt got one that was like wealth, good health, balance, and a fulfilled life. And that really fit her well, because she's at a really good place in her life right now, and we're all really proud of her. So that was one of my absolute, probably the only like stand that I was drawn to and genuinely really, really liked. That, and then there was this really awesome, super nice guy, and he took old vintage books and turned them into journals, and my aunt bought one, so I'll try to get her to send me a picture to put in the video. If not, you know, just kind of try to use your imagination. So it would be like a spiral back notebook, but the cover and the back were from vintage books. And then the inside, instead of it being only blank paper, he had even went as far as to put some of the original illustrated pages from those other books in there. So they were amazing, and they were only $15, and he had so many to choose from. He had at least over 100, and you could tell that he was doing really good that day. Okay, I got really thirsty. All right, on to the next place. So these ones, the first 2 I'm showing you were actually free from the lobby of the Hotel Elliott that we stayed in Astoria, and this was an advertisement for the Sunday market, and we went on the 16th. Like I said, it was really big, it was cool. A lot of the vendors were super duper nice. Some were just really, you could tell, really desperate to sell, and I feel for them. I personally totally do, as someone who paints and does photography. This one, though, is absolutely amazing. I really want to mat and frame it and put it near my altar. This is by Kathleen Powers, Leaves, Feathers, and Fur, and she's at McVarish Gallery, June 8th to July 8th. And so if you're in Astoria, Oregon, you have to stop and check her out. Her work, I mean, if you're an art collector, her work was extremely affordable. Her stuff was anywhere from like $200 to $3,000. But when I say $3,000, a lot of people go, oh my God. But her things were huge. I mean, something you would put over a big fireplace mantle in your mansion, kind of huge. Like, her artwork, and it's super detailed. And the best part is every painting has a story behind them, which I thought was super duper cool. So I'm going to put a link for her below. She was amazing. I didn't get to meet her, unfortunately. I wish I could have. But I'm going to put a link below for her website. She's really, really cool. And I love the fact that there's a little folklore behind each one. Then I also went, so this weekend, like I said, this was an exhausting and crazy weekend. We started it out by going to Astoria and dropping all our stuff off at the room. Then we went to Cannon Beach. Then we went to Seaside. Then back to the room in Astoria. Next day we go to Long Beach. We ended up going to Warrington. I mean, I can't even keep track of where all we went. And we went to a lot of really cool cemeteries too, which I also put in my video. If you want to see me running around like an idiot in a field, that was pretty interesting. But I got this one from a gallery in Cannon Beach. They were all really nice, like, high-end galleries, and the pieces were absolutely amazing. I, of course, was drawn to this one because I absolutely love crows and ravens and foxes, and I love the colors and the moon and the stars. It just gave off those witchy vibes. So I want to frame this, and this was only $5, so that was really a good price for a postcard. And then this one's by Jemima Jameson, and she's home on the Welsh border, which provides a constant source of inspiration for her paintings. I will also, this one is called Blue Ginger, and I will be putting a link down below, just like I am for everything else I bought. And yeah, this is amazing, and it's on that nice textured paper. It's not that glossy stuff, because I really don't like the feeling. It gives me the chills. I hate it. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, it's the Rockstar. But yeah, I love the way it's purple and blue and fades to the browns. And I think it'll fit by my altar absolutely perfect. So I have frames to pick from, and we'll have to show you guys that when I show my altar tour update video, because I have reorganized it again. I know, it's kind of like my entire living room now. I'm spreading, but my fiance is cool with it. He's really awesome and supportive, which makes me happy. Okay, I'm saving the best for last, so now I'm going to show you guys. I went to Long Beach, Washington, Marcia's Free Museum, and I put some clips in my last video of my beach vacation. And this place is like, when they say a free museum, they have like oddities all over the place. Taxidermy, there's a two-headed calf, like a taxidermy two-headed calf. They've got big, like 200-year-old hermit crabs. They have all kinds of really cool stuff. And they're mostly and famously known for Jack the Skellington Man. Nobody knows if it's real or not. I think it's super duper cool. If you want to see it, you can look at my last video. But I really like going there. They've got seashells, taffy, the typical, you know, beach stuff. I ended up asking, because I didn't want to spend like $100 on an oddity piece, but I told myself, hey, I'll spend anywhere between like $15 to $30 or $40, depending on how cool the thing I find is. So I go there, and I find this crocodile for only $15.95. So after tax, he was around like $17, but that was well worth it. And they had a huge one for $50. Actually, I think he was $59. So it would have been like $60, $61, or no, more like $61, $62 after tax. And I was like, my heart, I want it so bad. But I decided, since I am starting out and I only have a handful of things, I wanted to get this one. And I am in love with him. He's so cool. So yeah, finding that crocodile head was like an ultimate score for me, and I couldn't believe I found it, and that was a really, really affordable price. Then, my mom and my aunt actually noticed these posters before I did, and I was so happy that my mom pointed it out to me, because these were only $10, and they're supposed to look like they're printed on that kind of antique paper. And like I said, I haven't opened it yet, but I'm really excited to look at it up close. I only got to see it on a wall, like, literally, like 15 feet from where I was standing, and I'm short, so I really couldn't see it very well. But the one I picked out was called Seance, which, of course, I mean, totally for me. Oh my god. Oh, way. I need to get it framed so it doesn't get ruined. Okay, this is beautiful. And it says goodbye on the table, and then it has the sun and moon, like the Ouija board. Oh my god, it's amazing. This is, like, so me, because, like, some of you know I use spirit boards, and I actually want to make a video about that, because I feel like they have such a negative reputation. And on all reality, it just depends on if you are smart or not. Like, if you're being safe and doing everything you can to be cautious, you know, like, I won't go into detail, but, yeah, if you're a cautious person and you know what you're doing and you're in that right mind state, you're fine. But it's not for the faint-hearted or young or new. But yeah, this was only $10, and these were so cool, and like I said, as soon as I saw them, I was like, I have to have that one, because they had all kinds of them, and they were all really neat. I'll see if my mom can send me a picture of hers also. It's something that actually happened at the Martians Free Museum, because when we got there, I was trying to be really confident on this beach trip and vlog and just not give a shit what people thought of me and seeing me with my camera. And I just wanted them to be like, hey, maybe, you know, she's talking to, like, making a video for a friend or family, or maybe she is on YouTube and just didn't care, because it's 2019, everybody's got their phones and their technology out. Most people don't care or notice. But when we got to Martians Free Museum, there were so many people, my anxiety started hitting really hard. I was freaking out, and I was like, okay, there's no way I'm going to videotape anything in here. There's so many people, I'm going to feel weird. And so I told my mom, just kind of jokingly, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to find like a quiet, private corner so I can take a clip real quick for my video, for my YouTube channel. And I walked away because she was just like, oh, haha, I chuckled about it. And then she catches up to me and she goes, you know what? Who fucking cares? Screw all these people. You're never going to see them again. I mean, it's a really slim chance they're going to see your video too. Do what you want. Who cares? So that actually really touched me, because my mom has been so supportive of me through my, like, being spiritual and being into everything that I am into, and starting my channel too. She has been beyond supportive of that. She's actually trying to work out a trip in February 2020 to where we can go to LA, because I'm trying my hardest to maybe connect with some people, meet some other YouTubers, and just kind of get a feel for the city and see what it's like. And we want to go to the Tim Burton Museum, which of course I would love to do a video about. But, so that meant a lot to me, that my mom is so supportive of all of this, because she's, like, obviously one of my best friends, besides my lifelong best friend of 15 years, Abby. And if you go to my Instagram and stalk me, I'm sure you'll see a post actually really recently. We all went to the park with my family. It was awesome. So that was really neat to have my mom say that and encourage me to make my video and not give a crap what anybody thought, which helped me a lot making the rest of it, because then I was able to just really be out there. And I think her seeing how much fun I was having in Molly Morgan in Seaside, making the video with those really sweet girls in there, I think that made her realize how much I really love doing this, and that this is something I'm serious about and I really want to keep doing. And I love vlogging. It's actually really fun, even though I am so socially awkward in, like, face-to-face real life. So this is a really cool thing for me. Now, last but most definitely not least, and one of the most expensive things I bought just on the spot. Now, I'm trying to remember the store's name, because like I said, I went to so many this weekend, it's not even funny. I'm gonna look it up on my phone and see if we can figure it out. I literally had to just look up shops. Oh, no. No, that's not it. I got really, is that it? No. No. Oh, damn it. Is there really this many stores? Go Long Beach. This is ridiculous. Okay, maybe it's not on Google. It was either Neva's or Nina's or something along those lines. And she was the sweetest lady ever. She had some of the coolest things I've ever seen before. She actually had like a bunch of Rider-Waite tarot decks on a shelf, which I thought was awesome. And my mom, let me go grab it. My mom got me this really cool mermaid from there. When I was there last year, she got me this mermaid from the exact same shop from what I'm about to show you that I bought. And she's got fairies and mermaids and all kinds of stuff. They're adorable. I love them. Love it, love it, love it. And they're actually not that bad. I think they're like $20 or $25, something like that. But I found the holy grail of all grails. And This is something I've literally been wanting for like the past year since I got into tarot reading and stuff, but I even told myself I was not gonna get it until I knew I was ready to get one, until I found the right one that was right for me. And as soon as I saw this one, I knew it was the one I was gonna get. And this is a crystal ball. And I have been wanting one for so long, so I was so excited to get this. So it came with this card right here, and it says quartz crystal ball, and it explains how it was made. Thousands of enthusiasts around the world collect spheres, mostly because of their beauty symmetrical appeal. Often collectors are inspired not only by intricate beauty of sphere, but the inherent vibrational properties associated. This fine crystal ball is made from reconstituted quartz crystal. So when I read that, I was a little confused, and I googled, and basically it said that that means it's like little fragments and the pieces of the crystals that just kind of like get broken off or fall off the like really nice big pieces and stuff. So they're good. It's crystal. It's the same thing. But it is manufactured by first pulverizing, then melting it into a powder of pure natural quartz. After the quartz solidifies, the balls are handcrafted from a solid clear block. They are not glass, nor is lead used in our manufacturing. Your crystal ball is reconstituted crystal quartz. The high quartz content results in a gorgeous and lucid ball. Discover a world of gifts at original source. So, this not only is it the crystal ball, but it came with the stand, which I thought was really, really awesome because then I don't have to buy one. So this is its little stand. And, oh my gosh, and it's really freaking heavy. I want to point that out too. Like, I thought about it, and if it was glass, like, usually, I mean, I wouldn't think it'd be that heavy because I've had really big paperweights before, and, like, yeah, they're sturdy. But this is, like, even the lady was, like, having to use two hands struggling to get it out. And even I'm, like, I can't get it with one hand because it's really heavy. Like, they aren't screwing around. Okay. Is my first ever crystal ball, and I love it so much. Next on my list is to get a smaller, like, natural, the ones that are, like, cracked, like maybe smoky quartz or an amethyst one. But for the meantime, I am in love. Okay, crap, I almost dropped it. Don't do that. Oh, that hurt my fingers really bad. This is, I think, one of the most beautiful things I've ever bought. I love it so much. It's going to go right in the middle of my altar. I'm going to make sure that I show you guys in my altar redecorating tour, but I'm going to try to pick it up with the stand so you can kind of get an idea. So that's what it'll look like. And I absolutely love it. I'm going to have to clean all the fingerprints off, so that's kind of a bummer. But whatever. And at the same store, I wanted to get incense, but I have like a crap ton already. And I was like, okay, I spent quite a bit of money. I'm not going to go into detail, but I spent like a bit of money on that. And I was like, I think if I spent that much on one thing, I deserve to have, like, a little incense thing. And I made sure it was okay. But this is a Sea Witch Botanicals. And I just love the artwork on it. And it's for incense. And so I figured that I'm just going to put all my incense that I have in it. And then that way, like, when I go to full moon events, like tonight, which I'm hopefully going to make a video while I'm there. I'm kind of awkward and might not do it. But I'm definitely going to take pictures for Instagram. And because it's kind of a private thing, so I really don't think I'll actually have it on my channel anytime soon unless I host something maybe. But yeah, I thought the artwork is beautiful. It's got the mermaid, the bee, and then the raven or crow. I have a hard time telling the difference. I think it's a raven because ravens are a lot bigger. But my mom, like I said, I just love how supportive she is. And her buying me this, like, not only did it make me smile, but she was like, I immediately thought it was like it was you when I looked at it. And she got me this amazing witch coffee cup. And I have naturally dark brown, like, dark-ish, like, I don't know. It's, like, too dark to be dirty blonde, but not quite brown. So this really reminded me of me. And then on the other side, it's got it here. And this was from Molly Morgan also. I think it was, like, $19.95. Oh, my gosh. I almost forgot. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we thought the crystal ball was last. But then I noticed the secret blue bag, and I forgot. Oh my gosh, I keep burping from that rock star. So I have to make sure I look this up so I say the name right. I got what I'm about to show you from Jonathan's Limited, and he's a jewelry and antique shop. And I gotta say, all the jewelry is freaking gorgeous. Like, I automatically thought, like, when I heard jewelry and antiques, it was gonna be literally, like, one corner antiques and then just a bunch of overpriced jewelry. Not the case at all. He had really amazing stuff. And the gal that was working with him, super duper nice. I saw her getting this, like, secret little hutch, right? Like, it was this little, like, secret cabinet. And I don't even think I was necessarily supposed to see in there. But all I saw was nothing but, like, crystal clusters, amethyst, all kinds of stuff. And I found this beautiful piece of amethyst right here. And it didn't have a price tag on it, so she went and asked. And it was originally marked 10, and we found the sticker that had fallen off. But they gave it to me for $7. And that is, like, I can't even begin to tell you. I've gone to shops that want like over want 125 for this piece alone right here, and I got $7. So antique stores, people, I gotta make a thrift shopping tip video. I'm getting too many ideas right now, too many videos. Then this next one was from, there is a little like a carnival mall, I think is what it's called. It's like a little mini mall in Seaside, Oregon, and there's this one crystal shop, and they've got crystals and seashells, and they're really, really, really good price too. I got this piece of amethyst for only $4, and again, no tax, and this one's like, I don't know exactly, I'm assuming it's like a smoky amethyst. Don't hold me to that one again, but it is so sparkly and beautiful, and I like can't get enough of it. These were the only crystals I bought on this trip, and then I got my labradorite ring, so those were like my gemstones, and I love them all. Thank you guys so much for watching my first shopping haul video. I hope you liked opening all the stuff I bought with me. Like I said, it was so hard to not just like get to the hotel room and start ripping through all this stuff, because I was like, and the full moon technically kind of started like the last night I was there, so I was like, self-control. And then I made sure that I put out my crystal ball, my new amethyst, and my new decks. I put those out under the full moon last night, and sprayed a little bit of Florida water around them, so they are all nice and cleansed and charged and ready to go. And I really appreciate all your guys' support, and thank you for watching my video. If you like this shopping haul, please like this video, please hit subscribe. I've got, like I talked about in this one, so many ideas coming. The next video coming up is going to be my tarot before and after decks unboxing. Video is going to be my before and after tarot deck unboxing. If you guys want to watch that, make sure to keep your eye out. If you don't follow me on Twitter and Instagram, go to the description below and make sure you go and follow. That way you have the first update before anybody else as to when those videos are coming.